Hi Aquarius, and welcome to your September 2014 tarot reading. Well, we have the 4 cards laid out here which determine the 4 weeks of the month, and the end card is the overall energy. Now it appears for you basically for September it's a mixed month. There's a little bit of argy-bargy energies which we see with this card and this card at the end, which is like an overall energy. But basically, if you persist in pushing yourself and feeling positive and knowing that you can get through things, you will achieve it. So the first card we'll look at is the Six of Wands here, and it's sort of about new growth as well, so change. The other message for the month is change and moving forward and sort of being, it's about you. It's not about other people this month, it's more about you. So the card says, despite challenges, you have the ability to overcome the issues, and you may even come out on the top of, certain debates or arguments that you might be having in certain areas, and quite often this might be around business matters or career type matters. And that card, the Six of Wands, also points to some sort of change, and there could be change coming for you in quite a few ways, because the next card, the High Priestess, is quite a spiritual card. So it's quite a card of higher energies, and it's also a major arcana card, which tells us that this is a time in your life where some parts of your being are going to be affected at a higher level. There's only the one major arcana card in your reading, but it is nonetheless quite a powerful card. It's quite spiritual, so it's about your inner thought patterns or your belief systems, or the way you process or think about things. You might go in yourself a little bit to find a new way of addressing things in your life, or ways of thinking about them. Now another way of looking at that card, the High Priestess, is that it can actually be about the physical attraction in life as well. So other people may find you quite physically attractive in September, that there's an appeal about you for some reason. And for any men listening to the reading, this may also indicate that there's a certain woman that you could be attracted to that you literally can't have for one reason or another, and you might find that a little bit frustrating. Now the next card that we come to, which is the Page of Swords, for some reason came out reversed. So I've left it reversed because that's how it arrived. And that card sort of gives us the suggestion that you might find someone during the month putting themselves in your life when you'd rather they didn't, sort of butting in or saying or doing annoying things, and you just wish they'd go away. These energies will come and go all the time, obviously, so it's a sort of card saying to you, just don't be too bothered about it. But if you address it in the right way, again, the other energies are suggesting that you will come out on top, that you might very well win over the situation if you handle it in the right manner. And it's also about putting boundaries down and living by those boundaries. So you can put boundaries down for other people. You can say, no, wait a minute, you're encroaching on my space or my time or my beliefs, and I don't really like that. So you can do that, but also about putting boundaries down for yourself. It's also a very important month that you consider the way you live, in as much that you need to make sure you have the right food you're eating, the right amounts of sleep. So it's a month of balance. You've got to balance the positivity and any negatives in your life so that they all cohesively flow. Because if you don't bring the balance in, you're going to be out of balance, and then you're not going to feel so good about the month, and things aren't going to work quite so well. And we can pick that up from this card, the Two of Wands. This is a creative card as well, and again the twos are about keeping balance in every way that you can, even your mundane and boring things, the day-to-day things, the getting up and going to work, the coming home, making sure that you are dedicating enough time to each project that you've got on your mind, whether that be people, career, yourself, your hobbies. Everything has to be kept into balance. And another thing about the Two of Wands is it does focus on partnerships. And again, this can be sometimes business partnerships. So there could be a message for you in September about balancing business partnerships out, making sure you're giving the right either energy or information directed towards them. So your month is pretty much about balance, and it's more focused about you rather than, deep personal relationships as such, your career, and coming out on top if you handle it in the right way and just keep the faith and keep working step by step, one step at a time, and coming out on top. Now the last card, the Seven of Wands, is showing that competitive energy again. So we see for the month that it is a little bit competitive for you. You might feel it around your career or in other areas where you've sort of constantly got to look over your shoulder and go, oh damn, that person's coming up from behind, I better work out a way to get around them, or to prove that I am capable of doing this job, or this being in this position, whether it's personal or career related as well. It does suggest that your projects will keep moving along, so that anything you've got up and running is going to keep going. It's got a little bit of energy there. You may have moments of self-doubt in September. It's going to be a little bit of a challenging month, but there's the indications there that you can work through it and get success at the end. I think it does say to make a stand with people, so don't let people necessarily walk over you in September, but be balanced and be fair and understand that relationships are about balance, all relationships, and it's not just about you being right or your opinions all the time. And the last sort of key message is that you're definitely being a bit independent in September and thinking for yourself. So overall, not too bad a messages, Aquarians, and I thank you for watching, and I wish you all a great September. Kia kaha, much aroha.